No, that's not Photoshop. That's an actual footage from the International Space Station, depicting the moon looking a tad distorted. Wow, so what happened here? Is the cover-up behind the flat moon a sophisticated government conspiracy? On the International Space Station in 2010, an astronaut saw a strange occurrence. When he peeked out the window, he saw the moon seemed flattened when it appeared in the thickest region of the Earth's atmosphere. And those of you in the Flat Earth Society, don't at us. It is not level. High above the globe, the air bends light to give the moon this squished look in these very precise conditions. On the other hand, if the moon were flat, that would clarify why we never see its enigmatic dark side. And if this was our reality, how would this influence gravity on Earth? Okay, this time there are no illusions. Flat is the moon. So how would that happen? Well, a celestial body would need to spin exceedingly fast to become a flat disk. So quickly that it would disintegrate into tiny fragments before it had a chance to form. For our purposes, assume that the moon endured this transformation and took the shape of a plate. Would the mass of this flat moon be the same as what we currently observe? The moon might, however, have a 25% reduction in thickness while maintaining the same diameter as a flat disk. With so much less mass floating above the Earth, the change in ocean tides could be the first obvious effect. The moon's gravitational pull causes these tides. Our moon pushes the water on the side of the Earth that's closest to it. However, this flat moon would be less massive and therefore have a smaller gravitational pull on Earth. And others other than surfers would be impacted by the changed tides. Ocean tides stir up material below the water's surface, allowing coastal organisms to thrive. Oceanic animals like crabs, mussels, and snails could go extinct in large numbers if they were no longer the typical violent waves. This domino effect might wipe out all life on Earth. A flat moon would also damage other things. Keep in mind that the tides also move water across the world. Tidal dynamics alter worldwide weather patterns when warm waters move from one region to another. We might encounter drastic temperature fluctuations if the tides weren't strong. The climate wouldn't change as quickly as it did before, despite all these destructive changes. We have a 24-hour day because of how the moon's mass affects the rotation of our planet. However, a flat moon would make the day only 15 hours long. But we believe the majority of us could manage a 5-hour workday. More sunlight would also come our way, but the nights would be considerably darker. You see, the moon reflects the sunlight to give off that dazzling glow we all know and adore. The moon would be significantly dimmer and reflect less light if it were smaller. It would be more challenging for nocturnal creatures who depend on the moon for hunting and navigation. However, since it might collide with us, perhaps none of that would matter. Wait, what? A perpetual dance between the Earth and the moon is true. One's motion has an impact on another's. We are aware that this sounds very hippy-dippy. But be assured this is science we're discussing. The moon's orbit is influenced by the same tidal forces that move the oceans. The moon orbits the Earth more slowly than the ocean's tidal bulges. Additionally, this rotation transmits energy from the Earth to the moon's orbit. The moon moves away from us at a pace of 3.82 centimeters each year due to this phenomenon, known as tidal friction. A flat moon with less mass would travel in an orbit nearer to Earth. So perhaps it wouldn't collide with Earth, but then we wouldn't have the same perspective on cosmic happenings. Right now, the sun and moon are aligned exactly right to provide us a breathtaking view of a total eclipse on Earth. In this spectacular spectacle, the moon completely obscures the sun. During an eclipse, the sun's top and bottom would pop out because a compressed moon couldn't completely block it out. Every ecosystem, every living thing, including people, might be threatened by a flat moon, which would upset the delicate balance of life on Earth. But what if the conspiracy theorists were right all along? What if the Earth is flat? Well, that's a story for another film.